Cooling centers and shelters are stepping up to make sure that everyone is cared for during the stretch of heat. Fox 43's Sarah Williams joins us live from York County with details on how places are taking extra safety measures. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Danielle. So it's estimated that unhoused people face an increased risk of dehydration, heat strokes, and even cardiac arrest when it comes to this increase in temperature. So a lot of places are stepping up to make sure they can intervene when it comes to this heat wave. One of these places are New Hope Ministries, and with joining me right now is Molly Homestetter. She's the Director of Development. Can you tell me, how are you guys intervening when it comes to this excessive heat that's going to be going throughout the week?
New Hope has 9 locations in South Central PA, and most of them are very accessible in the communities where we serve. So having our doors open so that anybody can walk in, especially during the height of the midday when the heat really gets to you and can be at its worst. So we're available, accessible, and our doors are open.
So as mentioned before, not many people have the luxury of having an air conditioner or having water and food. Why is it important to intervene when it comes to unhoused people?
We want to be able to provide resources, so that everyone who lives in the communities where, we live and work has, access to safe resources. And so the fact that New Hope and a lot of other organizations in the community have locations that they can open their doors, it's kind of like a common courtesy. It's that hospitality. And why wouldn't we want to help our neighbors in need who might be struggling, people who don't have a home, they really don't have a place to go when you have extreme weather that we're facing. So when we all come together and can open our doors, we kind of ask ourselves here at New Hope, why wouldn't we want to extend that hand and offer a cup of water and offer a cool place to stay?
Okay, so for people who do encounter homeless or unhoused people, what are ways they can step up and offer a helping hand like New Hope Ministries?
Be an advocate in the community. If you're watching now, listening, and you hear about cooling stations that like New Hope, then please share our information with other people that you know. There are great resources. There's 211 that people can call if they're looking for help with just finding a cooling station or a place to go temporarily to get some help. But just knowing that there are organizations out there that people can go to in a time of need is really one of the greatest gifts that people can share with others. If you see somebody, who's really struggling, someone on the side of the road, sitting on a bench and they seem like they're really struggling, would hope to encourage people to reach out to a local authority to say, hey, I see someone, I'm concerned, maybe someone could do a check, a welfare check, whatever works, just to make sure that people are being taken care of.
Right. So to really step in and help your neighbor when it comes to times like this.
Most definitely. I think about someone who might be living near me and struggling, and maybe they don't have air conditioning. I know that, or I see them and they seem to have an appearance of just, really struggling. And, why wouldn't we want to reach out and say, hey, are you okay? Is there anything I can help with? We all want to just be good neighbors to one another. So thinking about places like New Hope as a resource and say, hey, there's a place that you can go if you need a cool cup of water or a safe place to be in this extreme heat.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time again. I really do appreciate it. And as she mentioned, they have several locations, Dover, Redland, so many places that can be found on our website at fox43.com. So for now, in York County, Sarah Williams, Fox 43 News.
Such a great resource for the community. Sarah, thanks. We'll check back in with you soon.